Disney made something really special that ended a couple of weeks ago. I was surprised by how good this show was, because I was not expecting it. I'm so happy that this show exists, and it's in my top 10 favorite shows of all time. The show I am of course referring to is... The Owl House. Oh, what's that? Disney also made a new Star Wars show? Why the fuck? So Obi-Wan Kenobi just wrapped up, and I was not planning on making a video about it, to be honest. I had exams, so I didn't really have time to watch it. So I just speedrunned all of the episodes in one day, after my exams were finished. I'm gonna keep it short in this video though, and I'm gonna try to find out if Disney destroyed another beloved character, or if they actually tried for once. Spoilers for every episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi, by the way. So I have some problems with the show, and I'll get them out of the way first. I was pretty mad after most of the first episode took place on Tatooine, because I am so bored of it. I fell in love with Star Wars, because the galaxy had so much potential, and the world building could really become something special if a creative team used it. But no, almost every fucking Star Wars product takes place on a stupid generic desert planet. But the show actually has some really unique locations, and Obi-Wan leaves Tatooine pretty soon in the story. So I'm not that mad at episode 1 for having a lot of sand. I also think that Obi-Wan's motivations for leaving Luke aren't strong enough. The person who wants Obi-Wan to get Leia back is the most powerful and influential person of his entire planet. He could literally ask anyone, and he asks an old man who he met once to look for Leia. Leia literally says that she was expecting an army, but no, he got someone she doesn't even know. Sir, your daughter has been kidnapped, and she may die. Shall I ready the army? No need for that. I met an old man once. He will help us. But that's not even the stupid part, because Obi-Wan actually agrees to this. I was laughing really hard when he was retrieving his lightsabers, because the motivations of both Obi-Wan and Leia's fake dad are so dumb. Leia can also be really annoying at times, especially in episode 2. But I actually really enjoy some of her dialogue, because it feels like she's an audience member sometimes.
The Senate's boring. It's people in itchy clothes arguing.
Well,
Yeah, I don't like the Phantom Menace either, Leia. You're not alone.
Where's the army?
Exactly! That's what I've been saying! The biggest problem of the show, by far, is that it only understands two characters. Every new character that it introduces is either underdeveloped or really uninteresting. And it misunderstands every old character that it uses. Darth Vader and Obi-Wan are the only two characters that I actually like in this show. There are also a lot of plot holes, and most of the motivations for the characters just don't make any sense. My final problem with the show is that the Grand Inquisitor wasn't dead because he had two stomachs.
what? What the fuck?
Yeah, sorry, no. While I do have some problems with Reva as a character, I really like that she killed the Grand Inquisitor because it made her feel like more of a threat, and it also gave her some more focus. 4 antagonists is just too much. Those are all of my problems, so let's get into the good stuff. Holy fuck, I love Obi-Wan and Vader in this show. I adore what they did with these characters. They feel guilt because of what they have done, and they aren't happy with the people they are. This is the first time since fucking Luke Skywalker that a Jedi character actually felt like a human being. Someone who is flawed and who knows that. Someone who would do anything to be better. Obi-Wan's whole arc in this show is learning to deal with his guilt and accepting what he did to Anakin, and I adore that. The wordless storytelling in the show is also insane. Take the old clone in episode 2 for example. I love how one shot tells us more about the life of a post-Order 66 clone than the entirety of Bad Batch. It illustrates perfectly what happens when a clone is not necessary anymore, and it tells us so much about what the Empire is doing to the universe. A lot of people like to compare the show to the prequels because they think it has the same problems, but I 100% disagree. You can say a lot about the prequels, but you can't deny how much they lack subtlety. I counted one scene that has wordless storytelling in the prequels, and 2 if you include musical storytelling. 2 scenes! In 3 complete movies! Obi-Wan has more wordless storytelling in literally every single episode. I also love Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor in the show. It's clear that they have a lot of fun playing these characters, and they do a great job. The score is also incredible, but I already knew it was gonna be amazing before I started watching, because it's made by the same person who did the score for Loki. I don't love Loki that much and I have a lot of problems with it, but damn it, the score of that show really slapped. I also think Reva gets way too much shit. Don't get me wrong, I think she's a pretty mediocre character. She's so one-dimensional that she feels less human than every alien character in the show. But people are pretending that her existence is insulting, when she's just an undeveloped side villain. There are worse things in the world than that, guys, chill out. I was expecting a lot more out of the show, and I'm pretty disappointed. The Obi-Wan and Anakin stuff is great, but that's the only great stuff in the entire show. So yeah, 5 out of 10, I was expecting more.